You're watching CKWS News at Noon.
Good to see you on this Monday afternoon. No doubt you'll know that we dealt with some snow throughout the region last night into the very early morning hours, and that made the commute for some people a little on the slower side this morning. Now, we're not going to see too much in the way of precipitation throughout eastern Ontario today. A mostly cloudy sky, though, not a whole lot of sunshine. We'll get to 0, maybe +1 for a daytime high today. Here's our look at the latest look at our futurecast images. Little bit of light flurry activity throughout the day, and then tomorrow we're dealing with a bit of a rain-snow mix. Again, not a whole lot of accumulation. It'll come and it'll go. All eyes on Wednesday night, though, when we are dealing with some snow. We could see 10 to 15 centimeters of snow late Wednesday into Thursday, right across the board. For Belleville today, 1 degree. You'll see a little bit of sunshine. +2 tomorrow, mostly cloudy, and then -3 on Wednesday. That snow beginning later in the day and into Thursday again. At this point, we're looking at 10 to 15 centimeters for eastern Ontario, late Wednesday into Thursday. Today, mostly cloudy for Brockville, getting to -1. A trace amount of light flurries if you do see it. Certainly not going to stick, though. And then +1 tomorrow with a bit of a rain-snow mix. -4 on Wednesday, 10 to 15 centimeters of snow late Wednesday into Thursday. Smiths Falls, -1 today, mostly cloudy. +1 tomorrow, dealing with that little bit of a rain-snow mix. And then -7 on Wednesday, 10 to 15 centimeters for you. Again, late Wednesday into Thursday. That is for Smiths Falls. Now for Kingston, we'll get to 0, maybe +1 today, mostly cloudy. And then +2 tomorrow with a rain-snow mix. -3 at the highs for Wednesday into Thursday into Friday, and 10 to 15 centimeters of snow from Wednesday night into Thursday. If you're wondering when all that sunshine is going to be with us again, not until Friday at this point. We do see a mix of sun and clouds, but yeah, holding steady at that average high of -3 for the end of the week.
Yes, a bit of snow came our way. We'll let you know just how much fell into your backyard in a few minutes. And it's a little peaceful out there right now. The wind isn't pushing very strong, and there's no real active weather. That could change overnight. We have a few flurries developing before morning, before it wraps up tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon. We could see about 2 centimeters. Winter storm moving in Wednesday. Yeah, probably developing early in the afternoon through Belleville and Kingston, much later through Brockville, Smiths Falls. But we could see this continue until sometime late morning Thursday or early afternoon Thursday. Significant snowfall amounts, and some will see more than others, and we'll talk about that as well. Following that, seasonal temps and a few flurries, so just to freshen up that big snowfall. And it may actually be the first significant snowfall of the year. Not of the season, because we all know we got hammered pretty hard on the holiday weekend, but for the year, this could be, because up until like after the New Year's, it's all been kind of a rain and snow mix, or freezing rain and a little bit of snow. And today's 6 centimeters, some people saw more, certainly was. It felt a little more like winter this morning when you stepped out, but a much bigger snowfall is coming our way. 0 in Kingston today for a daytime high. We had a +1 in Brockville, -1 in Smiths Falls, 0 in Ottawa. Everybody sort of, their daytime highs around that freezing mark, but a +2 in Toronto, the mildest on our map. We are looking at some snow, but nice calm conditions for now. Currently at Norman Rogers Airport, sitting at 0. Those westerly winds moving in at 11 kilometers per hour, and there is a light little flurry reported at the top of the hour. 6 centimeters of wet snow locally in Kingston. Now, if you got further away from the lake, you probably saw a little more. North of the 401, probably closer to 10 centimeters. It was cooler, and it stacked a little higher. It was a little lighter and fluffier. It was very wet snow closer to the lake. And we've gained 7 minutes of daylight since Friday. Yeah, those days getting longer. Love it. Saying goodbye to the low that brought you the snow overnight. High pressure trying to come in and clear things up, but we do have this low moving in with the flurries overnight and through the morning. Tomorrow, a couple centimeters is possible. High pressure trying to give you a bit of a break late Tuesday into Wednesday morning, but it moves out very quickly as we see a Texas Gulf low. And the reason they're calling it not just a simple Texas low is because it's pulling so much warmth and moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. And you're thinking, oh no, we've seen this before. Does this mean another rain event? It's teaming up with another low dropping in from the prairies, and this is bringing in all the cold air, and we believe the warmer sector of this system will remain coastal and moving up to Atlantic Canada. We're predicting that it will be a significant snowfall event for most of southern and eastern Ontario, and some of you might actually see some lake enhancement, so that 10 to 15 centimeters they're calling for, generally speaking, might be a little higher in your backyard. We'll get to the specifics in a moment. This is where we're sitting now. Hey, there's that flurry that we just saw reported at Norman Rogers Airport. There's a little break in the cloud there, but hardly. And then again, you see some holes in the cloud come Tuesday night. But yeah, 2 centimeters of snow is possible overnight and through the morning tomorrow. And then, yeah, it's too bad you wouldn't get that clear break during the day, but it's sort of in the evening overnight. And then we see that chance of flurries through the afternoon develop. It probably starts about 60 to 70% after lunchtime, and then that probability increases. It's through the evening and overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning we get the heaviest stuff. Dare I say snow day? You might just see another one. Look out, Triboard. This could be a significant snowfall, and like I said, probably the big one for so far this year. This is everybody that's seeing the weather alerts now across our region. Special weather statements issued. 10 to 15 centimeters of snow, except for those communities along the shores of Lake Ontario. You could see up to 20 centimeters or more due to that lake enhancement. So Belleville, 2 degrees tomorrow, and 2 centimeters of wet snow is possible before it comes to an end by noon, and then reducing to a 40% probability. Those west winds at 30 kilometers per hour, they'll be up to 30 during the morning, but after 12 noon, we will find that probability diminish, that the wind will diminish along with any probability of snow. So Wednesday, -2 for a high, and the snow should develop sometime after 12 noon, and that intensity increases by the evening. Thursday, it continues through the morning. You could see 10 to 20 centimeters, Belleville, before it wraps up Thursday afternoon. Brockville, a high of 1, a couple centimeters of snow tomorrow. Wednesday, your snow develops in the afternoon, continues till Thursday afternoon. 10 to 15 centimeters is possible. You can see those cooler temperatures moving in too, and that's why we're pretty certain it's going to be snow, not rain. Smiths Falls, high of 1 tomorrow. You could see it's a little bit of a flurry, wet flurry mixed with a shower, but temperatures drop through the day. Cooler air circulating over Wednesday and Thursday as your storm moves in late afternoon and continues till the early afternoon Thursday. You can see 10 to 15 centimeters of snow. Kingston, a high of 2 degrees tomorrow. You got a light flurry developing before morning, and that will wrap up before noon. Could see a couple centimeters. For Wednesday, it's a high -3. Snow developing after 12 noon at about 70% probability. The intensity low, and then by the evening, look out. Snow heavy at times, blowing and drifting is possible too. Thursday, a high -3, more snow, and sometime early afternoon it should come to an end. We could see up to 20 centimeters by the time it's finished. Friday, a mix of sun and cloud. Yay, break from the snow. Shovel yourself out and enjoy some vitamin D. -3 for a high. For Saturday, it's +1. A wet snow is possible at 80% probability. Sunday, cooler, -4, and still a 60% chance of flurries. The same for Monday with a high of -6. Now your weather wallpaper.
Weather Wallpaper is brought to you by Pam's Flower Garden. Pam's, your local florist, delivering smiles across Kingston since 1962.
This beautiful picture comes from Rob Tavares of Brockville, who made a recent trip to Wolf Island and caught this lovely snowy owl. I think most of the snowy owl pictures I receive come from Wolf Island. It's amazing. And that's probably why Rob traveled all the way from Brockville to Wolf Island to catch a picture of this beauty. Lovely pictures. If you've got photos to share with us, please send them to us at submissions@ckwstv.com. Look, he's perched on my shoulder.
He is perched there, yep, looking for the snowy owl. We'll have lots of snow to look through in a couple of days, Bill.
Yes.
I guess the only good thing about this approaching storm is that it'll be good news for ski slopes.
Yes.
And snowmobile trails.
Yes, and tobogganing, because the last time I went tobogganing, there was a lot of the grass was showing through.
Is that because you flipped over and you were like rolling down the hill, or?
Well, no, that happens regardless, Bill.
So you'll have extra snow to cushion when you jettison from the sled.
That'll be what I tell myself as I head to the slopes.
Yeah,
it's okay. You'll be okay.
It'll be fine. your back will heal. Yeah. Hopefully. Okay, Bill. 10-day outlook coming up later. Thank you. Looks like winter is finally settling in the 10-day outlook, Bill.
Yes, our first big snowfall of the year on the way. We've got that chance of flurries overnight, 2 centimeters before it stops tomorrow at noon. And then it really cools off over Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that's when that Texas low will be moving in and giving us from 10 to 15 centimeters of snow, maybe up to 20 and due to lake enhancement for Belleville, Kingston. Friday, -3 and a break from the precipitation, even some sunshine, and a little milder Saturday as the chance of snow returns. Flurries over Sunday and Monday as things cool down again. Cooler temperatures remain for Wednesday and Thursday as the chance of flurries hangs on.
And we get into February. Thanks, Bill. We'll be right back.
You're watching CKWS News at 11.
Well, we'll say goodbye to that low that brought us the wet snow, about 6 centimeters locally. Belleville, Kingston, a little wet snow, and so areas north of the 401, you may have saw a little closer to 10 centimeters, lighter, fluffier, stacks higher. We're looking at this low now sort of moving through, bringing us a few flurries, maybe a couple centimeters of snow. That's nothing compared to what's coming our way. A couple lows sort of grouping together here, building a very strong Texas Gulf low. As it moves in, it's reinforced by another low dropping in from the prairies with a lot of cool air. As it does this, because of that cooler air, we could see more snow than the wet stuff, the rain that it wants to bring us. That's kind of been the trend this winter. Sort of a toss-up between the rain and the snow, and a lot more rain than snow. But that could change. We could see up to 10 to 15 centimeters in most parts of eastern Ontario by the time it wraps up on Thursday. For the Belleville-Kingston area, some lake enhancement could take place. You could see up to 20 centimeters. So just a couple centimeters of flurries overnight and through the day tomorrow. Wednesday, snow develops by the afternoon, Belleville. Sometime afternoon, you see a probability of lighter snow, but it's the evening and overnight that it really gets heavy. Brockville +1 tomorrow, a chance of flurries. You could see a couple centimeters. Wednesday, high -4, snow developing in the afternoon, lasting till about Thursday early afternoon. You could see 10 to 15 centimeters. And Smiths Falls, a high 1 tomorrow. That chance of snow possibly mixed with a shower, but I think it'll be mostly snow. A couple centimeters is possible. For Wednesday, snow developing, and Thursday it should wrap up sometime mid-afternoon, 10 to 15 centimeters expected. Kingston, your forecast, a high 2 and snow developing on Wednesday, just a few flurries tomorrow. That snow should wrap up early afternoon Thursday with about 10 to 15 centimeters, maybe as high as 20, thanks to some lake enhancement. Friday, a break from the precipitation, a bit of sunshine, mix of sun and cloud with a high -3, and then up to a +1 Saturday with a chance of wet snow. Sunday and Monday, much cooler with still a 60% chance of flurries both days.